Incredible greetings, incredible greetings, incredible greetings. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome. Well, technically, the welcome will be for those who are watching the playback of this. Those who are watching live, notifications are just going out. And the title, yes, it literally says blah, 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 blah. I didn't know what I wanted to tell you. I just knew I wanted to go live. I was supposed to go live earlier, but then a friend of mine called and we actually chatted up. I had planned this, I had scheduled or set this live up earlier because I needed a break from a lot of the different things that I was doing, creating a lot of Excel spreadsheets, and yeah. So I was like, yeah, before I go to bed, let me just go ahead and use this link that I'd already created and just check in real quick. Let's see. I gotta set this. I haven't got my own notification. It doesn't even show that I'm live right now. So gotta wait for that for it to tell me that I am live. Okay, there we go. But then a friend of mine called and we actually chatted up. I will go ahead and use this. Alrighty, let's turn that off. And then go to here and go there and bam. And share. Hey, 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 incredible greetings. Welcome in. Welcome on in the room. Welcome on in the room. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome on. Welcome on. Oh, wow. They've changed it to where you can now share to up to 10 groups and not just 3. Okay, Meta, I see y'all. I see you. I see your true colors shining through. Okay, now change it where you can, from a live video, I can share up to 10 groups and not just 3. All right, all right, all right, all right. And I don't have to keep going back. They brought it back. This is how it was before, and then they took it away. And I used to have to go in and go share, and then share it to this group, and then share, like keep doing like the shares. Now I can do just the one. Yes, God. And okay. That is so cool that you can actually do it where I don't have to go group by group by group. Yes, because that's normally what takes up the majority of my time is I'm going and I'm like copying and pasting and like I got to share to this group, I got to share to that group. So now I got to do that. Meta brought back the feature where you just hit share once and you can share it to the different groups. And oh well, look, since both of you guys are here, I know you were not there yesterday, but you were. So Sharia, remember when I was talking up? Well, some people were asking about shipping and like calculating it. So I literally, and I do mean literally, just uploaded the shipping weight calculator for you guys. So that's available on your dashboard. It's an Excel spreadsheet, or you can definitely still use it in Google Sheets and once you download and all that stuff. But that spreadsheet is there to where if you don't have a website yet, that's going to calculate it for you. All you have to do on the products page is put in like the product. You don't have to like, like if it's a Gildan shirt, you'll just put that in and then weigh just, remember we talked like how we talked about in the session, weigh just the shirt, weigh just a single tumbler, weigh 6 tumblers if you want to do it that way. Like if you're doing like a bundle that is set to 6 tumblers. So you'll just be able to weigh it, put it in on the second sheet, and it will automatically calculate. Well, you'll select which one you want. So like for any order that you have, you're able to put those things there, how many, and it's going to give you the total weight. And then y'all can go to your shipping location. So that resource is now on the dashboard for you guys. Let me close this window. Hold on. Don't talk about my little junky background. I know my desk is a hotmess.com. Hotmess.com and a half. So, also I'm about to upload the date lookup one too. So I'm going to upload that as well. So, I mean, no, we didn't really get deep into shipping. It's just that kind of came up. And we were, I mean, it was just kind of, well, you'll be able to watch the playback. So, it's things that I've talked about before about using like Pirate Ship and like places like that, even if you don't have a website. But it's the question of, well, how do I know, to be able to get that cost, and how do I just automatically know the shipping? So we like the weight. So we talked about that. Now, I forgot. I'm going to update it because I should have left a spot for you weighing your box and your packing material. I mean, I guess like once you see whatever it is, just add on like another couple ounces or pounds, whatever. At some point, I'll update that because I did forget to add a spot where you can put in like your packing material and have that calculate with it too. But that resource is there for you guys. All right. Okay, so if I'm being totally honest, I thought about trying to reach out to you guys and sending an email for like a impromptu creative business session to go over it. But then I was like, I don't know if they really check their emails like that. So I was like, whatever, I'll just go live and just chop it up. Because I did put a post out earlier for a Zoom link. Yeah, so y'all missed that one because I did have a link out earlier for that. But today's just been one of those days. But the reason why I really want to come live is it's the first day of the second quarter of the year. There are some of you guys who have LLCs or other structured business entities. Make sure that if you guys, like if your reporting date is in April, you are doing so that you don't get penalties. If you are in the state of Florida, it's time to go ahead and do that. It's not like you have to really do much of anything other than have the money to go and pay them folk to renew your LLC and things of that nature. So make sure that you guys don't forget that. You guys should be preparing for tax day if you have not done your taxes already. I'm not sure if that resource was there or not. If you watch from the first 10 weeks or the first 10 sessions, there was an Excel spreadsheet. I got to go and see if that one is there. If not, I'll drop it in there. But that's a good one to help you guys start if you're doing your own, or if you just want to verify what your accountant has put in and make sure like all of your numbers and stuff are there. There is one that just kind of tells you how to break up, the different categories for your taxes. So that's going to be in there as well. But it's the first day of the new quarter, the second quarter of the year. So I wanted to make sure that I did come live today. I'm probably going to regret it because I get the feeling y'all gonna play in my face and not say much of much. And although I've seen questions all day long, some way, somehow, all the questions are going to disappear and not exist now that I am live. But I felt like it was important because it is the start of a new quarter. How did you guys fare? How did you guys do the first quarter of the year? Coming off of the, I guess, like some people like to call it the crafter Super Bowl, the holiday season. And then for some, that the top of the year. So for some, even like all of January, it can get a little slow until, people start to do tax stuff, and then it can start to rev up again. But how was Q1 for you guys coming off of the holiday sales and things of that nature? So we only have 2 people active in the room tonight. Because I've only seen 2 people say hey so far. Well, okay, let me start. I just realized I never did introduce myself. Hello, everyone. I am Shakia, also known as Shakia, the professor of. I feel like that sounds weird. Shakia, the professor. There we go. I always say like a high pitch. I don't know why that has changed. But I feel like a teenager. Like my voice has been changing, but that's neither here nor there. But Shakia, the professor of HS Inc. 365, home of the honestly speaking brand of products where we carry the absolute best summation paper and ink that allow you to sublimate as low as 365 degrees, as fast as 30 seconds. No butcher paper required for most applications. We are also the home of Silhouettes Anonymous, where I've been teaching you guys how to use Silhouette Studio as a standalone graphic designing software, as well as using it with the Cameo machines, or like just any of the Silhouette family of machines for print and cut, vinyl, adhesive vinyl, adhesive vinyl, HTV is also another vinyl, cardstock, all sorts of things. I do all kind of things with my I have 7 of them. And we're also the home of 365 Creative Academy, where we help you to unlock your creativity in a wide variety of classes and trainings, everything from memorials and party favors, business, pricing 101, well, pricing for profit, pricing therapy, text effects, the switch up, splitting images, oversized, sublimation boot camps. We've had a lot of classes over the years. So we truly help you to unlock your creativity, within those classes. So I basically do these sessions as just kind of my way just to connect with my peeps. If you're not in a class, it does give you opportunity to pick my brain. I'm trying to. It's like, okay, first quarter, I wasn't really doing a lot of Q&As. Stop that. But I kind of come on now where I just talk whatever the heck I want to talk about, because I've worked too hard to become monetized to let it go to waste. Because before I used to make a lot of money off of my live videos and doing Q&As. But when that kind of slowed down, and I'm like, look, I put too much work in. Y'all look, y'all gonna get this live, okay? I'm gonna get my views so I can get my coins. All right. But yeah, so that's just a little bit about me. And let's see, as you guys come in, please drop a hey, how you doing? Drop some digital love. All right. You guys are using social media. All right. I think, a show of hands, a show of 1. How many of you guys here, if you're not into business, I get it. You don't have to announce, hey, I don't do this for business. I just do this this part is not for you. But if you are someone that is utilizing social media for your business, for your side hustle, for your monetized crafts, your monetized hobby, if you're planning to, or you want to leverage social media, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you are somebody that plans to leverage social media for your business, side hustle, or monetized hobby. Only one person? Oh, well, maybe that's why you guys don't bother to engage, because you're not using it for your business. So you don't rely on engagement to push your content. So maybe that's why you guys don't engage when you come on these platforms, by at least saying hello, giving the video a like, or giving the content a like. If you're watching the playback of this and you want to leverage social media, when you come across people's content, you need to give to receive, give a little, the same energy and the same love that you would want to push your algorithm for your offerings. You need to give that to others as well. If you stop by for 3 seconds, because that's kind of how they count. If you're here for 3 to 5 seconds, that's all it takes to say hello. Even if you're just passing by, go ahead and hit that like button. That's all it takes. I promise, just all it takes. And when you drop your content, you're going to be wanting someone to do the same. All right. So let's see. It was okay. Not many sales due to me trying to get my business part together. And that's totally understandable. And that's not a bad thing, right? Sometimes we have to take a step back. I've gone through periods like that where I didn't focus on the sales or the money, and I just kind of lived off of the savings that I had, because I'm like, I need to be able to do like these things to make it better. And I've seen that, like, I did that. A lot of times I'm doing that at the end of the year, which is why I kind of rely on like my design challenges and like certain things, because at the end of the year, I don't really do a lot to really push sales. I'm not big, like you guys can have that. I am not big. I don't go crazy with all of like the Christmas stuff and things of that nature. I'm just, that's the Super Bowl for everybody else. I'm normally doing way too much throughout the rest of the year, to where I'm normally taking it pretty easy. And especially come the end of December, I like to kind of go a little bit slower, take that time out for the kids because they're out of school. So I definitely understand that. And sometimes it is needed. When I focus, and that's why that focus blueprint, like when I start to focus, I got clarity, and it just made this part of my business run so much smoother. And I think you guys are seeing that in the Creative Business Accelerator program. Like, I'm really in my teaching bag, okay? Because I was able to clear out a lot of the fog and really, really focus. So it's a good thing to kind of, not worry about having to fulfill orders, so that you can actually focus on the business side. And once you get some systems and you become more efficient in that part of it, now when you're ramping up, it's going to be smoother because you have more efficient systems in place. So that's a win for me. That's a win to me. I need to pivot because my Facebook got hacked to either YouTube or Zooms. Zooms can be a little bit hard. Like, you still have to have a way to get people onto the Zooms if you're wanting to sell that. So that was, I know for what you do, the Facebook Live is a little bit easier. I would say look more so into either just creating a whole new Facebook account, looking into Instagram and TikTok for that live social media, especially TikTok, because they have like TikTok Shop and things of that nature. So I would say try that platform. And of course, YouTube. You definitely can explore YouTube. You're going to have to maybe build that audience to be able to have them come into Zooms, because how are you going to get that traffic when you're on social media? People just scrolling and strolling can find you. But Zoom, you have to direct people there, and you have to have like, either a sign up form, have their name on the list, things of that nature. So definitely explore the YouTube. If you haven't started that, get into the whole YouTube aspect of it. TikTok and TikTok Shop. It takes a minute to qualify to like be live on TikTok, unless you completely go the TikTok Shop route. And because you have a structured business, you can go and apply for TikTok Shop under the umbrella of your business. So like, you're not just going as like a regular person, like waiting until you get to 1,000. You're not going as like an influencer and things like that. Like, you would set it up as a business with your LLC, you'll submit all that stuff, and you're going to get immediate access to being able to go live, because they want you to go live to sell your items via TikTok Shop. So try that. Or you can just make content with your pins and things of that nature. and just post them to TikTok and then build up your following so that you can go live and then sell that way. Engaging because I want engagement. Hello, hello, hello. Incredible greetings. Watching from Michigan. Just had knee surgery last week. Able to get on while recovering. I pray for a speedy recovery. Hello, Tracy. Incredible greetings. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Incredible greetings. Don't have a business, but enjoy your content. So that part was for those who had a business, just about the engaging. But I thank you for your comment because that engagement does help. But during the pandemic, a lot of my content shifted to the business side because everybody wanted to know, like, hey, how can I turn this into a business? Like, don't know when we're going to go back. People are getting laid off and furloughed and all that stuff. So a lot of it did kind of turn into more like business. And coming out of it, that part, I feel like people took more of an interest in taking classes because they did want to monetize it and for it to become a business. Just on the things that I create. I think just teaching crafts in general, just for retirees and people who just want to craft. I've never really been in that space. Like, I feel like that's why people like Jennifer Maker, because she'll just create just crafts of stuff that take a really long time, that you can tell that they are a labor of love and they're just about crafting, because the amount of time that it would take for some of these things, because it's paper, turning that into a business where someone will find value in paying for the amount of time it actually takes to do something like that when it's just paper is a very unique situation. So I think that a lot of that audience is just regular, just crafters, and they just do it as a hobby. I came into this space from a business standpoint where you guys saw me not just doing random crafts. It was things that I was making for my business, in the event space, and creating a lot of print and cuts and oversized print and cuts and things of that nature. But as I began teaching, it was harder and harder and harder to keep up with that. So it kind of transitioned into the teaching. But because I came into this from a business standpoint, I started to get more questions on pricing and shipping and running this as a business. So this platform has kind of slowly transitioned in, especially honestly speaking. And then of course, when we started our own brand, that was, I guess, intriguing for some. And just kind of wanting more information about that process. So we kind of naturally and organically kind of switched to business, but we're still here for those who just want to use Silhouette Studio creatively, just as a hobby. If you're just doing sublimation as a hobby, if you just have a regular printer, so you're more than welcome to still ask questions. I'm not sure if that is some of you guys' hesitation where you feel well, I don't have a business, so I don't have questions to ask. She's just teaching business. While that is my primary one, when I'm on these platforms, I don't really care. I find that those who are in business are the ones that's willing to invest in classes, and the ones who are not in business are the ones who try to consume the information, free via these platforms. So I have a few people who are I'm not in business and they're still in the class. They just come to learn. They're I want to learn this for when I retire, stuff like that. So all questions, everyone's welcome. If you are a creative, you are more than welcome over here, more than welcome to engage, ask questions, pick my brain, and things of that nature, okay? If you need to move to monthly payments for Creative Lounge, currently on quarterly, what do I do? What do I need to do? So you would, I believe you just have you have to just cancel out your subscription. So go in there. It won't cancel out so you won't have access to it. It'll run until the end of whatever your date is. Once that date comes, then you would just go and sign up under monthly. So there's no, I think if you go on there, I'm not sure if it gives you the option to, because once you click on, it's going to say resume. I mean, you can go to the page to see if it'll let you switch, but I think the best thing to do is simply to cancel and then once it expires, go ahead and sign up, because even if you cancel it and you like immediately sign up, it's just going to start a new one on that day, but you've already paid for it. So I don't think if it does it where it'll just like start the new membership at the end of the other one. So my recommendation is cancel the one that you're on now. You'll still have access to it until the end of your subscription date. And then on that date or the next time you log in, just go in and select the way that you want to sign up. I originally started with just crafting tumblers, but learning from you turned it into a small business. Awesome. Under the business, you're making about how many tumblers, I say, per month? So people are starting to now use the clack ones for graduation instead of the regular fans. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't think about that people start to have those made for graduation. Pretty interesting. I was making about 15 more at graduation time. I like your type of fan for grad. Yeah, I was actually, so I have a social experiment that I'm doing with those right there. Oh, I think I realized what, because I'm like, okay, I know I saw your name. You have a different name on, you have a different name on the academy than the name. That's what it was. And I just realized, I don't know if I sent, been kind of busy. Yeah, and I'm like, when I saw your name, I'm like, that name looks familiar. I remember seeing the email, and that's what it was. I couldn't find it. And I'm like, something just told me to look. Okay, now I see where the issue was. It's a different name. Okay, it's a different name. All right. Watching while cleaning. Have you ever spoke about shopping on Temu for business? I don't do Temu, girl. Hell no. Mm-mm. Not reliable. I don't do Temu for no business. No, not gonna happen, Captain. So nope, I've never talked about that because no one has ever asked that, and I don't use it for business. Hell, I technically have never even purchased anything from Temu personally. So definitely not for business. I'm gonna throw my. I hate to do this, but I have to. It's cold in here. I'm cold. Yeah, I've never, ever actually. I'm sorry. I watched a Super Bowl commercial about 2 years ago, and the commercial definitely said Temu, Temu. Now it's called Temu. I personally think it's because they got sued. Like there was all this whole little thing and lawsuits, and they were still from what's some other people name, and they kind of had a lot of people images and all that stuff on there. I'm like, y'all literally had a whole campaign. Y'all paid for several. Was it one? Did it play one time or two times? Well, I know at least once during the Super Bowl whole marketing campaign, and it was Temu. Where in the hell did Temu come from? Excuse me. So no, I have never purchased from Temu. Both of my daughters asked me if we went for graduation. They both said they don't want all that splatter on. I thought, yeah, I can't deal with all of the splatter and all of the extra stuff. I just can't. I just can't. So I literally woke up to a message inquiring about a shirt order and thought about class last night. I still have to get back with her about a. So that session has you thinking about your order sequence. So I'm not sure if you were on earlier, and I was saying, well, if it's someone that you have to ship to, I added the shipping calculator to the dashboard, so it should be there. Already got y'all thinking about y'all processes. Oh, wait. Speaking of which, let me, because I know Aquisha was like, she missed it. So let me actually add that link to the dashboard right now so that you can go back and watch that tonight if you would like. So let's go here and let's go back to the dashboard. And I'm about to update that link for you right now, ma'am. And at some point, I said this weekend, I had to upload a bunch of videos. Um, And let's edit the link. How did I do it up there? Oh, why y'all ain't tell me? I was actually missing. I'm actually missing one. Okay, so this one. Okay, yeah, I'm missing that one too. So let's update that one as well. Let's update that one. So you guys will have all of the sessions and you can go back and watch. Oh, come on. Don't do that. That's mean. Hold on. Almost. All right. Oh, it's supposed to be a capital P, but y'all get the idea. Dum dum day. 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 Oh, that means this one I need to go add to the other thing as well. So I gotta go open that. I mean, I gotta go update that as well. But everything has been updated. Did you go over like a questionnaire to ask your customers to gauge what they want? We didn't, because not really. A specific one to kind of gauge what they need. We didn't go that deep into it. No. My onboarding process. That's what we mainly did, was kind of go through everybody's onboarding process to figure out like what steps they go through. And then I did show some resources. So we did go through how you can incorporate using like Google Forms. Some people use Jotforms, but you can use like Google Forms. We looked at creating efficiency with like your tasks using just a lot of the Google Suite stuff, like your calendars and the Google Tasks and Google Drives and stuff like that. So we went over a lot of those things, but not necessarily like straight up like questions to kind of ask. All right, let's see. They were definitely called Temu when they first came out. I ordered multiple times with no problems for the things that I make, but I understand your choice not to mess with them. Yeah. There's nothing, I mean, so I guess it all depends on like, okay, so what type of stuff did you order from there? I guess it also depends on the things that like you make. I have a select, I have select things that I use or like for business, and the things that I need for business, I'm not gonna be able to order that from Temu. Yeah. So I just responded to your message. So we do offer one-on-one sessions. We have a quick help session that is $35.63, I think it is. No, $36.50. One of them, child. Are you needing that session as in like you're trying to figure this out and you need to do that session tonight? Like you need like a 911 emergency what did Jada say? Is it 911 emergency? Is it reconnect the community? No, it's not. That sounds weird. Did she say reconnect the community? I don't know why that sounds weird saying it, but I think that's what she said. I know. So I'm looking at the message, but I'm saying, is that something that you needed help tonight, or would you like to book a session for tomorrow? I mean, I technically you could still do that. I mean, because it'll be a quick help session, so it's a 30-minute session that you'll probably need for doing that, and you can book a quick help session. Okay, so if you want to book a quick help session, you can go to the website, and because they're not really asking you much of anything, so I can hop off of here and do the quick help session with you. So let me get the link for you. Oh yeah, I don't do any of those, so. Well, I mean blanks, but where I get my blanks for, I have specific places I like to get things from. So. All right. Is showing how to make your templates, as in measuring your items, something we can do in a creative lounge for our April class. I've actually done that a few times. So, but it depends on what type of template are you referring to, because we just went over like templates for the activity book. So a template for what exactly? Can the maintenance tank of no, well, so can it be changed? Technically, yes, but you cannot just take it out and put a new one in. They're not meant to be changed when it comes to those particular printers. So you're going to have to search for the companies that sell the waste ink cartridge reset. Oh God, what does it say? So it's like a WIC is what it's called, waste ink something. But it's like you have to purchase this like code. And so there's a process for it for you to be able. So it's not like a resetter. It's something you have to have it plugged in, and you have to basically send a signal to it to basically reprogram it to reset it. So it's not just a take it out, put it back in. Those were meant to be Once that tank is done, technically to kind of toss it and get a new one is what Epson wanted you to do. But there are companies that will sell you a reset key. And then they'll give you the instructions on how to make sure that it's plugged in or whatever. And it's not quite like updating the firmware, but kind of sort of, but it's a reset key that you will need. I just texted to you. I mean, I just put it in the, it didn't. And for some reason, Facebook doesn't get the links like YouTube does, but I did just send it to your inbox. So what type of templates are you referring to? What happened to your 7310? I've actually last month I had so many people that had the one-on-one sessions where they basically just did a brain dump. I did a lot more listening than I did talking because they just wanted to basically brain dump. And because all of our like full help sessions are recorded, I've had actually let's see, two of them. Well, yeah, two of them when they listen back to it and like they end up like contacting me again and was like, oh man, like listen, like that's kind of weird listening back to it. And um one of them said, I know I must have sounded like an idiot. She's like, to me, like listening back, she's like, I just feel like I'm all over the place listening back to it. So it's good when you have those. So I've had people do brain dump sessions with me as well. I just need a little bit more help with trying to make my safe zones. Okay. Now, safe zones is so walk me through it. What help do you need? Because a safe zone is simply clicking on it and doing an internal offset. That's it. So walk because in order like for the type of help that you're saying, for me, I'm going to literally, if you're asking me to do a class on it, I'm going to literally show exactly what it is that I do. We have the item, we do an internal offset, that's the safe zone. So if there is a specific thing that's not clicking for you, and like when you're doing it, then you don't have to have, I mean, that's something that you could have asked that in one of the pro call sessions, but you have to be able to communicate with me exactly what's not clicking or what you feel is not working with your safe zone. Is it not lining up? Like exactly what's happening with your safe zone so that I can then address that, because I'm just going to continue to teach how I teach. Like if you just ask for a class, okay, we're going to scan it, we're going to trace it, we're going to do a offset for bleed, internal offset for safe zone. Like that's literally it. That's it. That's all. So you have to be able to communicate with me where your issue is with the safe zones that you're creating, like what's happening or what's not happening, so that I can like break that down. Okay. Seriously, ma'am. You said okay. Really? I'm gonna let you have that one. I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna let you have it. Because I think the fact that you're not, because you said, okay, can we go over it? So there was a concern, like you thought about something that wasn't working, and then you said specifically safe zones. So there has to be, okay, was it that you, so here's what I'm saying, like when I'm like, okay, what's the issue? Did you create something, right? You created a safe zone. Did you print it and press it to something and it wasn't lined up? Did you print it and cut something out and it was still cut off? Like, did any of that happen? Or are you asking for this because you are just simply second guessing yourself, where you're trying to make it make sense in your head before you even really do it on the computer? Because I'm not saying that is, I'm asking the question. I do find that happens a lot, especially with like edit points. Somebody's like, oh, I just don't get it, I don't get it. And I'm like, okay, well, how often do you practice? Well, I don't do them at all because I don't understand them. Well, you have to get in there and do the thing. So is it that you have created something, you've put a safe zone, and you're just designing, and when you go to print it out, it's the wrong size, something is getting cut off that was supposed to be in the safe zone, or you just can't wrap your head around the understanding of the safe zones? And also, what type of item are we talking about? Are we talking a, like, yeah, what type of item are we talking about? Was it a mug? Was it a tumbler? Was it something printable, like a chip bag? Or I'm trying to look around my room, like, what was the item? If you did work on something, what was the item that you worked on that you had this issue with the safe zone? Okay, you were doing a plaque. So is this plaque square? Like, is it just like a box? Is it a specific shape? Is this a plaque that you're going to sublimate? Is this one that's going to be like just a print, like printed vinyl? Okay, so that has nothing to do with safe zone then if your measurements are way off. So what type of shape was it? Was it a square, a rectangle? Was it an oval? What exactly was the, like, what was the item? What was the plaque? And are we doing sublimation? Is it, are you putting vinyl over it? A measurement class for what though? Okay, so it's a rectangle. So you measured your rectangle, right? So you measured from edge to edge, and you made the rectangle in Silhouette Studio. Did you unlock it? So when you're looking at the numbers, did you write down the measurements? Because a rectangle is easy. You don't have to scan if it's a rectangle. Did you write down those measurements? You measured it from edge to edge, top to bottom. Did you write down those measurements? And once you wrote them down, did you make sure? Because, okay, now the reason I'm asking this is, remember we just did the class and then I was given measurements, and maybe because like you probably moved something, or if you had the lock engaged and then you went to go change one measurement, and then, it will automatically change the other one if it's locked. Did you have the aspect ratio like lock open so that you can force it to whatever size it is? And when you're looking at that box, the measurement on it matches what you wrote on your paper. Okay. Yes, everything matched. I just went through so many prints to get it right. Okay. This is where you guys have to use the group. Before you go, like, why do you guys keep doing this to yourselves? Before you go through so many prints, why are we not taking a picture of our screen, taking a picture of the thing, taking a picture of like the messed up like prints or whatever, and then putting it in the group? So was it just the prints that were messed up, or did you actually press it and it was off? But okay, so you should have that file already, like you should have that file on your computer. So before you try it again, do what I just instructed, right? So just open up the file that you already did, take a picture of that, like make sure you click on it to where I can see the sizing of it. Put a ruler down on your plaque. If it's like the ruler, if it's the soft measuring tape, like take these pictures, because even if I do a one-on-one if I do a one-on-one session, if we do it in Creative Lounge, you're still going to have to do these things. I'm going to need to actually see these things so that I can help you with your specific item. You are in the student union. You have access to this level of help. I don't understand why you guys refuse to use the level of help that you have access to. You have access to this from enrolling in classes. So all you have to do is just take a picture. You don't have to redo anything. Don't touch anything, because you might go and you might even need to redo anything. It might just be your print setting. So just go through that process of taking a picture, like just showing. I mean, you can even hold the phone up and just do a video showing, hey, this is the measurement that I have. Go to the print setting. Let me see what your print settings are. Show me the plaque. Show me how the print came out. If you pressed it, show me the messed up one and where something was like off at. But I won't, like I said, me having this session would be on something random. It wouldn't be on a specific thing, like unless you're booking a one-on-one session. Now, you guys can ask these questions. You guys have pro calls every single month. Where are these questions when you guys are in pro calls? You can share your screen. What are you guys afraid of? How are you afraid to get help? I measure my shirts for placement, but when I make a gang sheet and it just doesn't seem to be right, where are you making your gang sheets at? Are you doing this in Silhouette? Are you doing this in Canva? Are you just taking your PNG and you're uploading it to their website and doing the gang sheet through their platform? How are you doing that? Okay, I'm gonna hold you to it, and don't change anything. Don't change anything. Post it as is. Don't make any additional attempts to correct it, because then that defeats the purpose of you asking the question. Do not make any attempts to change anything. Exactly how it is exactly how you should be posting it. Understood? Silhouette tried Photoshop, but Lord, they were really off. Okay, so we don't have a pro call. The next pro call won't be until for Creative Lounge. Well, technically, I mean, I would hate to do a pro call and it'll just be you coming in there for an answer. I mean, just for one question. I mean, it technically would fall next week, but yeah. So, but y'all, you can also post in the group, you know, what you saved, how you post, how you did it in Photoshop. And so when you got your gang sheet, it came what, too small, too big, too small? What happened when you did your gang sheet? And did you do, okay, let me ask this question. Did you make the one design, like it's just like for a single print, you had that, you put it on a design page, you saved it, what format did you save it in? PNG or PDF, right? So that's going to be that question. Which format did you save it in? Or did you set up a gang sheet in Silhouette and then go to Photoshop? Hey. Okay, it was too small. I saved it as a PDF, then up. So it might be that a lot of these sites don't allow you to upload a PDF and it come out the right size. PNGs, yeah. So you have to make sure with them, like, how does their site do when it comes to PDFs? When I'm doing PDFs, I'm normally emailing it directly to my vendor. Like, I don't upload it to a website. I'm sending them that direct PDF. Uploading an actual PDF on some sites, you may or may not, depending on like what upload, thingy they're working with, it may or may not convert properly. So that's the only thing. And it might not be anything that you have done. It might be something on their end. So what I would recommend is also, just so that I can kind of see on my side, send me the PDF. And that's how you will know if it was in. So you're probably blaming yourself and feeling like, oh, well, I did something wrong. My measurements were off, when it could be something on their side. So what you do is you send me your PDF, and you also tell me what size, like, one of the designs should be, so I can verify if it's that. And that's how you'll know, because just going off of them, you won't know. And then now you're blaming yourself and it's not you. So now you'll know, okay, well, I cannot send this to them in this format. Make sense? So send it to me so that I can check it for you, okay? Hey. See you later. All right, y'all. I'm about to hop into this one-on-one session. As soon as she hops on the Zoom, I will end this one. And it's so funny. Facebook wasn't playing. I get a message every single day. You have a video, and I'm like, I don't even know what video it is. So Facebook is definitely deleting live videos. They are definitely deleting live videos. They tell me every single day that they are deleting yet another one of my live videos. So if there were videos and you're like, follow me over on Facebook, and there was a video that you liked, you probably won't see it if you had it saved, because Facebook is deleting live videos. After 30 days, and I've gone live like almost every day. I get a notification. Yep, this video is being deleted. This video is being deleted. You have a video that's being deleted from this day, whatever. So they're definitely deleting them. So you have to go check the videos out over on the tube of the U, because Facebook said, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Okay. Ma'am, your classes, hopefully you have taken care of that. But yes, they are deleting anything that's, they sent that out. I posted it on my page, letting people know, warning people about that they made this change. And they said they are not holding YouTube videos past 30 days. Like, I think if you had old ones, they were giving you time to like download them or whatever. So I want to say you had like either 60 or 90 days, somewhere in there, I think, to get like your older videos and stuff that you've done, because I know some people probably have like years and years and years of videos, but they will eventually be deleted as well. Anything past 30 days when it comes to live videos will be deleted. You have to download them and re-upload them as regular videos. But if it says live, it's going bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye. 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 Oh, snap. I just thought about that. I'm like, I did leave that glue gun on. Last call for any questions before my one-on-one hops into the Zoom room. Once they are in the Zoom, the boom boom room, I will end the live. So any last minute questions for me? Oh, to know me is to know me and love me is to know that I break out in song in 2.5 seconds, baby. Bye, bye, bye. Okay, Phaedra. I see you, Phaedra. Where Phaedra got all them thighs? Okay, la mama. Okay, Miss Parks. Oh goodness, you are very welcome. You are very welcome. That is what I am here for. Did you figure it out though? Because I would look, I'm gonna tell you, I was prepared. Hold on. I was gonna let you figure it out first. How be ye ever? I was very much so prepared. If I had to go through, don't nobody else spoil y'all like me. Like, let's be for real. I was very much prepared. If you did not figure it out, see, as I said, I was gonna let you figure it out first, but I was prepared. See, I set up exactly how you had it. Very much so prepared. So whenever you're ready, you know. 4.3.370 32-bit. but make sure you delete all instances of it. 4.3.370 32-bit, and my one-on-one session is here. So I shall talk to you guys later. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.